Welcome to another episode of sXizie Sports. And today I'm joined by Zijazam Mumudise Nosihle. What's
Oi,
happening, gents?
oi.
It's a very
We
good
are
day. Actually, not even a good day. It's a good time to be South African.
It really is,
we
dog.
are
It really is.
African champions. African
Gents,
champions. Huh?
gents.
Gold
Say that again,
medalists.
Mudise.
We are African champions. Hmm?
Gents. Guys. I don't know if
Aye.
it was
It feels good, ne?
better than
Yo, I've been smiling the whole day.
Yo, gents.
Nah, I think the ladies. I don't even think I know. The ladies did us proud, eh?
Yo.
They
Too
Desiree
much.
Ellis and the team. They're restoring the pride of the nation because Bella, we all over sport wise. We are all over.
Very
And we
proud.
needed this.
Yo,
Yeah, look, I
really-
mean, it's a good pump of energy for our sport and fraternity on a national level. It's exciting to see, and I hope it's motivation for more to come. I was thinking ahead already for the World Cup, the 2023 Women's World Cup, and yeah, I'm excited. I guess we just have to improve here and there, and take this momentum of the same group of ladies with one or two or five tweaks to the World Cup, and hopefully we'll come back having reached at least the last four.
yeah. Of the World
But
Cup.
I think,
Yeah,
that would
look,
be a
I
huge
mean,
ask.
I'm
I wonder
I'm
if they
praying,
did
I'm
that.
praying.
I wonder if they achieve that. They need a public
Yo,
holiday.
Modise, for me, like
they,
now
they,
especially I agree with you. Guys,
they
I'm
would need a
watching the
public holiday.
Euros.
Dog.
Guys,
Ntwana,
I'm watching the Euros as well, dog. And man, these European hands
English,
they
yeah,
move
they're on
in
another
different. They
level.
move different,
no,
bro.
no, fair enough. But we've got we need the European experience to bring it to the table and become competitive. And that's
True.
what gave us the edge now in this AFCON. And if we
Yeah.
can take the same momentum and spirit into the World Cup and play our own form of football,
Yeah.
sharp, Europe is Europe, chief.
Yeah.
Bafana, I don't want to talk about them, but they beat Spain in their prime at some
Yeah.
point when they were playing well in a friendly 1-0. And we need this type of momentum into the World Cup for us to be able to beat one or two European nations, and we're good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
Yabona, if you watch the first goal that we scored in Thingy,
Yeah.
it was a proper well worked team goal.
Yeah,
And
it was.
if we can carry that momentum, we are finishing our chances in the World Cup. We might have a fighting chance. I'm not saying that we're going to win it, but I'm saying we might have a fighting chance.
No, winning is far fetched. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Hey, Sway has arrived, guys. He's saying
My
what's up.
gender. No, we're a bunch of losers, Chief. I'm with you.
Nah,
We're a bunch
we
of
are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are.
Someone
And
said
guys,
on Twitter that they want to see a friendly between Bafana and Banyana
They want to
Banyana.
see something.
Yeah.
Even me. Nami ngifuna ukubona.
yeah, that one would be interesting. And guys, as well, the lasers, guys, the lasers.
Yo.
Can we talk about the lasers? Because guys,
Nah,
this
it's a-
happens
it's a-
all
it's
the
a-
time.
it-
It happens
yeah,
all the fucking time, guys.
Yeah, but it's a
But
North
anyways.
African thing that you just sit there and you're like, the freaking hell. How are they able to smuggle these lasers into the field? And it's starting to be irritating. Where
Yeah.
Tina, okay, our weapon of mass destruction is a vuvuzela. But now their version of their weapon of mass destruction is the lasers, and it's irritating. I think ICAF need to really draw a line in the sand and say enough is enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, damn, how bright are those bloody lasers,
Dude,
man?
Freaking hell,
Jeez.
dude.
Yes, and they annoy me. I remember when we played Morocco. Now Bafana played Morocco, and they had Ronald Williams with those lasers. They had it, and same with the game yesterday. Yo, they had all those girls, chief. But
Dog.
they
I don't know.
played the
I don't know if you
spirit.
guys have noticed though, or if you've ever bought those lasers. It's actually on the packet. It's written on the actual thing of the laser that you shouldn't shine it on the eye because it can do damage.
It can.
Yeah, no, from
It's
primary
actually
school when we used to
written.
play with those. Yeah,
Yeah, it's written on
it
the
was
packet that hey,
dangerous.
listen, don't bright, but these I'm not gonna say these people up north decide they're gonna go right ahead, and it's irritating. CAF needs to do something about it. I think the president's brother-in-law needs to put in an act of something.
Yeah. Because even another thing is guys, I mean, now what impressed me the most is that it was a final. We were playing against the host nation in their
and we weren't overwhelmed, but for
we
some
weren't
odd reason.
overwhelmed one bit. These guys never caused us no trouble from besides the goal they scored. I mean, which was from our era. It was an unforced error that led to the goal. It's not like they created a chance from by themselves, you know. And
but these brown envelopes are say African daughter, no. Because we all saw the ref getting 4 minutes. We all saw it. Next thing, it goes 9. I was like, how? Are they making a substitution?
We even
No, but you say
extra 5 minutes. Chief, you know what, man? Africa is I just believe that if us as Africans cannot take matters into our own hands, we'll never move this continent forward. We'll forever look like fools, Chief.
Yeah.
And consistently we do such things. Consistently we let European nations attract, the wrong media, I would say, or the wrong sort of view of our nations and of our countries and of our way we behave. That was ridiculous. I mean, in a final of an AFCON where the whole globe is probably watching. Come on.
Yes.
And they didn't say anything wrong with it. It's like one of those where it's like, well, it is what it is. And I was reading on ESPN. They were asking where did the 9 minute, the extra 5 minute come from, and I was like, that's the view that the rest of the world have of Africa.
Yeah.
That brown envelopes are shared because we all saw the 4 minutes. And even the commentator said 4 minutes, and then next thing 9 minutes. I'm thinking substitution. Hi man, what's going? And then I saw 9 minutes. I was like, no, it's fine. Squeaky bum time. Literally that whole 9 minutes as a country.
There were no stoppages. Like I was thinking to myself, I don't recall us having any stoppages during the game. This game was free flowing. There were no dangerous tackles. There were no injuries. In 9 minutes, it Puma. Like that's what was on my mind. I even texted in the group, and I was so upset on my end. I was like, really? Like really? Like I saw Nami even on TV. It was 4 minutes first, and then all of a sudden, when you blink, like maybe 3 times. How?
So 9 minutes.
But it double plus an extra minute.
Guys, and
but it is what it is, my friend.
Yeah. I think we need to get to a point. We can't keep on saying it is what it is, because the is what it is becomes the norm for African football.
Yeah,
and it's pathetic. It's actually I don't know, gents. Something
we're
needs
always
to change.
In the media for the wrong reasons, always consistently. And I mean, it should be a time for the world to celebrate that South Africa won, global attention, European contracts flying in for our ladies. But now we have this 9 minute saga that overpowers all that good media that should be coming our way. Abun Lukumato, we should be celebrating those people, those legends, my guy. And unfortunately, it's overlooked by the fact that a referee who's accredited, I believe, by FIFA does that.
And she's even going to Qatar, guys. The referee.
She must just stay there.
She's gonna be. Is she gonna be a VAR thingy ref?
And then guys, I saw did you see Moroccan coach was on his phone, guys?
Bam Kosha live.
Like I was like, what is this, bruh? I heard
apparently the chairperson.
I remember. Apparently, is it the chairperson who was calling him, dog? Like, hey, chief.
Yes. They showed the chairperson and then they showed the coach, and ironically, they were both on their phones.
And then Mandela, the coach then gives the phone to the captain, explaining what in Nenzeni.
Mancha Indian.
Like he needs to write a 5-page thesis, mini thesis, nyana,
Nah,
explaining what happened in that final. How did you guys lose? But at the same time, bro, I mean, I credit the coach as well of Tunisia because Tunisia
yeah.
wasn't in the previous tournament. Tunisia who
No,
had been going through.
Tunisia now, but they
Yeah,
broke
yeah.
they break a record
Sorry,
because it's the first
Morocco,
time they reached the
Morocco.
final. Also, yeah,
Yeah, it's Morocco. My bad.
Morocco. It's the
Apologies.
first
Yeah.
time they reached the final, and they
Mm.
did us a huge favor by beating in Nigeria. But in Nigeria,
Hey,
always whenever we come up against Nigeria, we always fall short.
I will always catch.
So the minute that they went to pens, and then they beat in Nigeria, and Nigeria was out, I was like, we might
Yeah.
actually have a fighting chance.
I
And then
knew we were taking it, Chief. When I saw,
I mean,
I didn't watch
I'm
the
not gonna lie. I
Morocco
mean,
Nigeria game,
Mm.
but when I heard the result, I was like, "Aye, siyawina la
Say
siyabashaya
that
la."
the
La
soccer
Yeah.
gods have
siyabashaya.
spoken.
Aye, Chief. In Africa, I'm only scared of Nigeria. And the women's side, the rest siyabatrapa. They know.
And and then even in Nigeria, they were surprised because the defense display that was shown by Morocco, it was brilliant. So I was
Yeah.
like, hey, Natitina, we always we always play with our chances. What's
Yeah.
your take on
Yeah.
counter argument? Female footballers will never get paid equal to until people watch female. Just on that,
Yeah.
sorry. You guys saw the numbers
Yeah.
at the stadium. It
Yeah.
was proper packed, and I
Yeah.
think the win for Ibanyana right now, it highlights that their football is actually quite entertaining and it's progressive.
Yeah. It
So I
is.
think it's up to Udeni and the crew to go right ahead and get sponsorship and make sure that they pay these girls because
Yeah.
what they did,
CK,
Yeah.
no, finish
yeah,
your point.
yeah, what they did as it's important for the nation itself because if we're honest, gents, there isn't really much positivity going on the sporting front. We're worried
Yeah.
about the Proteas and this up and coming World Cup. Ibafana, I don't even want to talk about it because they haven't even qualified for the World Cup.
Anything.
They
Yeah.
they're not going to qualify also for WAFCON. And then you've got the Springboks. Springboks we really don't own, but Springboks they deliver. So Ibangana, they did us proud. So Denny and the boys, or Denny and the crew, well, his old crew, they need to do something. They need to get sponsorship. They need to get these girls to be known. The Sasol league, ladies league. I
It's
don't know
now
whether it's
Hollywood
still
bets.
ongoing.
It's now Hollywood bets.
Hollywood bets.
Yeah. Hollywood bets,
We
man.
we need to start watching and get entertained. The level of football has grown.
Yeah.
It's I wouldn't say it's at the level of Ibafana, but it's progressed.
Yeah.
CK, I think we've got to look at how the women's teams from the Hollywood bet side alone struggle to make ends meet. I mean, owners are crying, and yes, it's a sponsorship issue, but at the same time, what is the purpose of a sponsor? The purpose of a sponsor is not just to pump money, but also for them to get visibility, to get their brand
True.
out there. And if we
Yeah.
don't have enough people seeing our brand on the shirts, then why would I sponsor? So I think it's back to the public now, and public together with SAFA and the leagues in terms of how are they managing it in such a way that they can attract more people. In terms of that, they can attract and make it a profit generating sort of league, because if they start making money and the CAF is structured in a way, or the Champions League is structured in the way as the men's Champions League is structured, and those things, and the broadcasting is unlimited, similar to the PSL, where these broadcasters are bidding decent amount of money. I mean, you have to start somewhere.
Yeah.
Very true.
That would be the beginning of it. I think on a national level, it's a different discussion, because
Yeah.
for me, whatever sponsorship comes at a national level should be for both parties, and the women have been delivering in this case. We take whatever sponsorship, I think it's Costa Lager, that the men's team has, and we pump that into women's football. We pump that into paying our ladies more. We make sure that there's equal pay. Maybe they won't have the same amount paid in retainer fees if they have the same structure as cricket, merely because the men will play a lot more international games than men. However, the base pay should be equal. That's it. On a league level, it's back to the
it ends
fans.
there.
And I think this thing of CAF trying to implement these big teams to only qualify for the Champions League if they have a running, structured women's football team can work.
I'm with you.
Modise, dog, you've took the words right out of my mouth. Especially if a team is representing South Africa, bro. Because at the end of the day, that W is for everyone. It's not for men's, it's not for women's, it's for
we wear the
every
same jersey. The kit is exactly the same.
Exactly, dog. And
the
it represents
kit is exactly the same for the same country.
Gents, they are right now. They are companies that we know have a pulse in what's going on in the nation. I'm talking your Nando's. I'm talking your Castle. I'm talking your Outsurance. They need to step up to the plate and like, hey, listen, we are here for the country. Because right now is the perfect time to go right ahead and strike. Because if any of these big companies like Outsurance go right ahead and sponsor these girls, it do their brand a world of good.
Yeah,
I think what Cecil has done with the ladies' team is phenomenal, and I saw that they tweeted that they wanted to show that with the right backing, you can get them somewhere. They're hoping other big corporates come to the party, and we can mention a whole lot of massive corporates in South Africa that aren't involved in football. Besides the MTN 8, where's MTN? Where's Telkom? We don't have the Telkom knockout anymore. Where's Momentum? Where's the likes of Discovery in our football leagues? But Discovery is a massive sponsor of cricket in the UK.
Yeah.
Discovery's from where?
It's from but they'll
Nani X. Where you guys invested?
First.
But just to add, Telkom, I need you heard of the acquisition. Apparently, MTN is trying to.
MTN is buying, but still,
even before that, where were they? That's now, and it's still early phases of negotiation. That deal will take maybe 3 years, but sorry for another day, right?
Yeah,
but it's social responsibility. These big corporates need to step up. They are taking money and not investing the money back into the people that they take the money from.
I don't think so. I just think they don't trust our leadership.
Yes.
Hey, but nothing.
I think that's the discussion we've got to have, Chief.
But
no, we've had this conversation. Yeah, we've had this conversation. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Remember when Sitla even mentioned that he even hit the nail on the head, saying that they just don't trust our leadership and
leadership. That's it.
Yeah, because I mean, imagine a brand like even our jerseys. What are we sponsored by? Is it Lecoq?
Lecoq. Yeah.
You see,
Lecoq
like
Sportif. Where do they even sell it?
Hey, God, man, like.
You're depressing us, Mutise, and we're trying to be positive. Thanks to Banyana.
I'm honest. I mean,
I felt that it was like, where do they sell it? God.
Let's put it into perspective. Let's put it into perspective, Chief.
Yeah.
DHL is massive in our country, Chief.
Yeah.
Massive. Why aren't they sponsoring? Standard Bank.
APAPSA.
Yeah. Netbank Cap Shop, thank you. Old Mutual.
Netbank, they more focus on the greens. They sponsor the golf.
Yeah.
Hi, Chief.
Netbank Cup as well. They have the Netbank Cup as well.
Yeah, Mara, we need them to take on a team, Chief.
Yeah.
Vodacom is doing phenomenal, but I'm scared now with the trajectory of the sponsorships. Once this 10-year deal expires, they won't renew.
Hey, and who's gonna step up to that? Who's gonna step up and take? Because
But guys, let's have hope.
Over 10 years.
But for me, guys, I think there's hope in the sense that with the little that our ladies football has, they've achieved so much with the little that they have, and as well, this achievement on its own, guys, is gonna be an eye opener. I just have faith. Because I also have a friend. She's also playing. She plays for Janine Van Veek's team. I've had her as a guest on the show as well. And man, she did say that there are improvements. However, it's a bit slow. Hopefully, this win can accelerate things, and make it a norm. Because me personally, when Banyana plays a home game, especially if it's in Joburg, in Gauteng, I'll take the initiative to go watch them and see them live because I really enjoy the way they play. Not just because they won the tournament, but our ladies actually know how to play football, guys. Like
you'll come
it's
back
entertaining.
man.
Yeah. It's entertaining football. I'm not gonna lie. It is entertaining football. But yeah, back on leadership. I think it's one of those where it was voted a couple of months ago. We've got the leadership that we had. And he says he's got unfinished business. Let's hope the business is getting corporate to trust him again. Difficult as that stance might be, or that act might be, because he said he's got unfinished business. So let's hope he finishes the business where he leaves Safa House in a better position than he found it in.
Yeah,
unless
I don't know, guys. Maybe
his unfinished business is taking whatever is left.
Maybe it's me and my character, but I feel like if I had a national seat that I'm responsible for representing the public, and I don't have the public's backing, I'll step down, man. I mean, what is the point? Yes, you're feeding, yes, you're eating, you're living la vida loca, but you don't have the public's backing. And in this case, you're representing the public's football, the nation's football. And what you need is you need to attract as many people to come watch Bafana and watch Banyana play. But if they don't support you, how are you going to do that? How are you going to be the driver of that in instilling hope? You fail.
I think there's an African thing that we do whenever we get into a position of power. We surround ourselves with yes men, people that believe everything that I say is right. The minute that we start doing that, and if
absolutely
very true, the minute that you do that, if someone is against your view, you view that person as an enemy, and you shouldn't, because you should view it in that the person has got a different view from your view. But in Africa, we make our circle very, very small, and we don't want to let go of power. What's the retirement age in South Africa? For male, it's what, 65? For female, it's 55.
Yeah,
65. Yeah, we're talking about people that are over 65. He's what? How
70.
old is Danny? 70 something. Yeah.
70. Yeah.
And yet still he feels he can bring value, and the people around him feel that he can bring value. What? He hasn't brought value for the longest of times. What's changed all of a sudden?
Yeah, man.
But we find ourselves where we are.
Who votes? I still want to know who those people that voted are.
Yeah, these votes need to be transparent, man. Like they need to be transparent. You wanna see it, like
it's branches. So this is corrupt from a very low level, where these branches are promised that, hey, listen, if you vote for this person, you are guaranteed this amount of money, and they go right ahead and they know that they need the bag. And most of the time, we all know it's state money, but it's made seem that the money comes from this particular party, but it's not. It's state funds. Even if that party leaves the country, the funds are still going to be there because revenue is going to be collected. But anyway, we're going to be positive.
Yeah, and another thing is, guys, the hosting of the tournament, guys, I was impressed at how well it was hosted. Like, I really give CAF like a thumbs up, man. I just felt like I'm watching. Like
there was Morocco FA, not CAF.
Don't give credit where credit is not due.
Big ups to Morocco FA, because the thing is that I'm watching also the European Women's Championship at the same time. But there really isn't a difference as far as the quality of the picture is concerned, even the pitch
and the numbers
they clear. Of course, Europeans have the buying power more than us in Africa. So I'd never expect our stadiums to be full to the brim as they are that side, because when they've got the money. Of course, just not go there, please.
refuses to be every chance I to lie.
We must always just remind them that
Yeah.
Marafin.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, as far as the tournament, like for me, I just felt like it was stellar. It was well hosted.
Yeah,
You know,
it was.
a big shout outs to Morocco. You know, like the pitches were on a world class level. Like they were green, well cut. You know, and yeah, man. Besides the lights, the lasers, you know, I'd say this tournament.
I think the lasers are an up
Yeah,
north thing, and I hope they stay up north. They don't come down here
yeah, they
because
won't. We
it's
don't do that in
irritating.
SADC. And you know what's nice,
I don't.
guys, is that even SADC football, guys, these teams like Zambia is coming. Zambia has improved
Yeah.
drastically.
Yeah.
Botswana are no more pushovers. Remember back then, when we played Botswana, we know 5-0, 6-0. Things have changed, bro. SADC football is improving. I mean, Zambia are in the World Cup, bro. They even beat Nigeria in the
third
in
and
the
fourth playoff.
third place. So it's also encouraging to see SADC teams also raising their hands, saying, you know what, let's go, chief. Let's do this. Yeah.
Yeah, it's exciting, man. I'm excited for what's to come, man. I just hope, I'm gonna speak a little bit about Bafana. I just hope that Bafana takes something out of this and they realize that it is possible.
No, they won't.
Yeah.
No. And they realize that it's all about a change in attitude more than anything, man. More than anything.
I swear. I won't even repeat. I won't repeat that comment. Whoever is watching on YouTube, yeah, sway, yeah,
man.
Yeah. Small street. It's all, when La Coque is a French brand, let's at least give us some credit.
Yeah,
we don't know.
We don't know where they sell it. Argentina, because they sponsored the Diego Maradona time thingy there. I think that's where they were quite big.
Where were you then? Where were you? Tina Sitatamand.
What happened to the Nike? Because we had at one point we had Adidas and then Nike and then.
Chief, we've been around. We've had everything. We had Puma.
Yeah.
We've had everything.
Yeah. But Sway makes a valid point here as well. You know.
Yeah.
And yes, Sway. Let's not veer from the honest truth. The more experience these girls get, or any side, if you're sitting with players, a huge chunk of those players are flighting their trade overseas, especially in Europe. If you think about it, the more experience that you get, the more it uplifts the caliber of football that they start playing. And sure, fine, we were disappointed in some of the games that we didn't finish high scoring games of which we should have. But the mere fact that we're creating those chances shows you that, we are moving forward. Now, the next thing that we need to do is, if we can finish those chances, we'll be a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, but I think in the final, at least, there I'd say we ate out there.
Yeah,
where it mattered, yeah. When it really mattered. Yeah, I also think over and above just relying on being feeder nations for Europe, we've also got to fix holistically our development, man. I think that's where the biggest gap in South African football is. Our PSL can be at the highest level possible if our development structures are right. And I think we mentioned it in a couple of episodes ago that we appreciate now what Pito's trying to do with the schools thing, because it creates a different phenomenon and builds a generation for tomorrow. And I think we need the same for women's football. The development structures are not the same. And Kaizer Chiefs right now is trying to push it by pushing all these youngsters, getting them into all these competitions, grooming them from young and trying to feed those guys into the first team. And I think we need the same for our women's football because, I mean, let's be honest, women's football, you've only made it once you play for Banyana. And for you to get to that level, you've got to go through the dusty streets of wherever. And even if you play for Janine's team, she's got the structures, great, brilliant.
But there's only so many of you.
Knows what's happening. Yeah, no one really knows what's happening. People don't even know how to get there. I think, for me, the whole structure and strategy for SAFA has to change, man. And for me, I always say, I'll go back to what was happening in the 90s, early 20s, early 2000s, where we had the schools tournaments. That is where your feeders come from, men and women. I think we'll change the game if we go back there.
Yeah, it's like even with Super Sport United, bro, especially around the north of Johannesburg. There's a lot of like what is this?
Randburg.
Yeah, there's Randburg, and I'm not far from it. Like it's like a kilometer away from
walking.
Randburg.
So wait, what are you saying, X? You wanna try out for the Banyana
Banyana? No. I'm just saying, as far as development is concerned. Yes.
Nah, but when it's Super Sport, I'm not gonna lie. We play or used to play indoor. It'll be it's interesting. You get in there at around about 5, and you see these boys at Discovery Park training, and you can see that even though it's privatized and it's based on how deep the pocket is, but there are coaches that are there that are coaching.
Bro. It's 350. I was speaking to one of my dad's friends because he actually has a 5-a-side team that plays here in Randburg. Yeah, it's 350.
But our kids shouldn't be really paying. We've privatized too many things for them. They shouldn't really be paying. Because if you think about it, how much is the grant that the family gets? It's 300. So now you're asking them to take the 300 and invest in it is an investment, but it's
Salile, we don't have sponsorship. We don't have. You've got to pump the money from somewhere, and Super Sports Development, man, is probably one of the best we have in the country. Everybody knows about the Super Sports schools.
Super Sport develops. Super Sport develops, and Sundowns buys.
It's like Southampton. Southampton, for me, has the best development in the EPL, and that's why they tend to sell a lot of their developed players to the bigger teams,
No, it's a business model now, and it works for them. It's the same thing as Ajax. Ajax, we know, it's a developer feeder club.
I feel for teams like Ajax and Tanga, they always build, bro. They build. You remember even Monaco? Hey, there was a time where Monaco on fire, and bro, they got robbed. Like literally, they took every. But at the starting 11 song,
but think about it. Think about it, X. You know, when you develop and you sell, and you rebuild. Because you already know, but if you've got a star like a star player that you have developed, it costs you plus minus like let's say $1 million, and you sell this player for like 45, 50 million.
100 million, man.
Because these prices are getting ridiculous by the season. But if it's your business model and you stick to it. Ajax, I know for a fact there was a run that they had in the Champions League, I can't remember, a couple of years ago. And literally their starting 11 was dismantled. Like a huge chunk of their starting 11 was sold off.
Yeah.
Chief, they had a 19-year-old as captain and they beat Juventus. Of course.
That's quite
who bought the 19-year-old Juventus?
Yeah, so, it's funny.
So,
you use the age reference on Juve.
Hey, Chief. And all I'm saying is it's a good business model because all you've got to do, X, is when you know you're a feeder, you invest all that money in your development. Because you can invest in the best scouts in the world to go scout a Tokoza Park deep. Bring that young guy up, grooming. It's going to cost you $1 million. You're going to sell him, like Sika said, 40 million. You've made 39 million rand profit in one season.
And then find another one.
One season. How many more can you invest in? 9 others, maybe. And if you get 20 on average for each of the 9, how much have you made?
Scouting is super important. Think about the rise. Who's that boy from Leicester? Ngolo Kante. Ngolo Kante was an unknown. Spent 1 season at Leicester. Won the league with them. Chelsea came through and said, "Big man is Wagala." He went. In 1 season, his stock price shot up.
Same thing with Marius, bro. Marius was less than £1 million.
Marius was they put him for less than £1 million in a
Still.
second tier league, I think. Yeah, it was a second
And
tier
he gave
league.
player of the season on top of that. Just couldn't quite say that. That's when his stock price went skyrocketing, bro. He just,
And then Oil Money said, "Come on, Zwagala," and yeah, look at him now.
you see,
Come
and he's
eat the
still
Saudi
quality.
money.
He's still quality. I mean, it's not like, yeah, but you're all right, hey guys. Me too. I'm also like that. Even when I play on PlayStation, I'm not that type of guy who signs like about Ronaldo.
You know the Man
there's
City.
those
You know
guys
the
who
Man
just sign
City.
everyone, and then they have a midfield that has Messi. That's imbalanced, bro. You'll have number 10s playing in your midfield. Your CDM will be a number 10 just because the guy's FIFA rating is 89. You're like, yeah, I'll play Messi.
I need this in my team.
But FIFA's a rating game, Chief.
Yeah. Whereas
FIFA's a ratings game. Even in shots that he'll miss in real life, he won't miss.
Yeah.
And the aim of FIFA is to
true.
win. So
yeah.
different, yeah. So but all being all, for me, we've just got to get these teams to pump. I mean, Pirates. Why doesn't Pirates have an academy, man?
Why don't they have a
Pirates,
female team, dog? They don't even have a female team in Pirates, as big as they are.
And they're not even talking about it. Big,
dude.
Big is relative.
And I've got a lot of friends that are
big. This is big. Big is this. Big is this. You can't put Pirate and Big in one sentence. They don't even have a home ground. A training base. They train at a rented stadium.
Royal AM right now. They will have. I can promise you, they will go. Yeah, I can see that happen.
Yeah. Hey man, it would be nice to have Mom
Royal
on the show, man. And
Royal AM is gonna take over football in South Africa, and I'm telling you now, they're gonna win at least one league in the next 5 years. I'm telling you now.
Yeah, now I can believe that.
I can believe that as well.
They're gonna win at least one league in the next 5 years. I'm impressed, man. She's pumping money there. She saw Celtic ladies were up for sale. She pounced. She went in. And you know what she's doing. She's not underpaying their players. She's not mistreating the players. She just doesn't want to sell them to Chiefs Maraferi.
She must just get it JBL to sponsor the team. She'll rock up at the stadium with a boombox speaker, and we're all set when she's giving her bonuses right there and they're on the field. It's one of those.
Yeah.
I think Mamkiza's mandate is simple: beat Chiefs. Simple.
Yeah, I think.
They're becoming our voodoo team, daughter. Yeah, like I think Chiefs always has this team where Chiefs just struggle beating them. At one point, it was the Arrows. We just couldn't beat the Arrows. Next thing, Royal AM, we can't beat the Royal AM. It's like
Royal AM by Tumele, and this season Djokovic is gonna score. Like,
hey, Sway, bro. Hey, they're hitting on our team, dog. You know.
Pirates young disappoint. No, young disappointing Pirates. Honestly, Pirates have got the stature of, if they were to have a female team. A lot of these females, because they love Pirates and they want to get into supporting Pirates. If they go right ahead and say, hey, here's a women's club and there's a women's league that they can play, it's gonna do well for perception. But
Pirates is the leader of South African football, guys. We've got to be honest, right? Pirates is the front man. Then you have Chiefs, Sundowns, and everybody else, right?
And they're the oldest.
Pirates, and forget oldest. Like, Pirates is a massive brand. It's a massive, massive brand, and it's known globally, just like Kaizer Chiefs. And I think they should be the leads of having women's football teams. And I think Mutlipe, I mean, he's now the president of CAF. You know, he's got a women's football team, and that's a way to lead. You're leading by example. So why is Khoza not doing the same? By investing in a women's team, and it will be easy for Pirates to attract the best of the best. Same with Kaizer Chiefs. It will be easy for them. Why has Celtic had a female football team for so many years, and the big two teams in this country still don't. It's disappointing. Look, I'm happy Chiefs is talking about it. I'm happy at least, but we want to see it materialize. But Pirates, on the other hand, is very quiet about it. I know it's going to cost them, but
these brands need to strike while the iron is still hot.
Because it's hot right now.
There is hyper on Banyana right now. There is the airport. The airport tomorrow is going to be crazy.
Crazy, dog. Yo, it's gonna be insanely packed, bro. Like there's so
these brands need to ride that wave and put in money.
Yeah,
and then we'll like them even more.
Yeah. Hey, Sway, you're gonna get. Hey, man, Sway. This is not the views of the channel, bro. Yeah.
As keep it fast. These are not the views of the channel.
Yeah. Hey, Sway, bro. I don't want to say anything negative about our chairman. You know, I respect.
Why? Why?
Yeah.
But it's true. Is it true or not?
He said, I'm cool.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing as Danny. Danny and I needs to step aside, but yeah, he needs to follow his sword. But it's not gonna
happen. I know what Danny's fine. You can say it.
No. What's different? What's different?
Same with the guy on TV now. He must step aside.
Which guy?
Speaking about I don't even wanna. It's an interesting conversation that he's trying to have about Eskom. I'm very much interested to find out what's Zotini. He summoned us.
Gonna talk smack.
Yeah, he summoned us for the family meeting, and you guys are busy here shooting.
I'd rather talk about
you even have lights.
Hey,
I'd rather talk about Chiefs versus Pirates.
What is that even more? Is that more electrifying than Eskom?
Dude, anything is. Ooh,
I got that. I got that. That's a good one. Chief, I know you hit the top corner.
That's coming. Representing Kaizer Chiefs very well. Thank you, there, my brother.
Yeah,
but yeah, this is a call for Chiefs and Pirates to come to the party, man. We need those women teams, man. Playing in the Hollywood beds. I mean, Chiefs, you have the best sponsorship probably in the country. Surely, man. Surely, guys. We really need to.
Hopefully,
SABC.
Hopefully, Jessica Dawn can, come in and speak to his siblings and be like, hey, and Pops and be like, hey, Dad, as you can see.
I don't think Pops is the issue.
There's excitement.
I think the firstborn is the problem there. Hey, that firstborn. But why is it your idea? It should be my idea.
Then it's fine.
From me.
Yeah, then they must just give him the idea. Then we'll say, okay, fine, dog. You'll say it's your idea. Yeah. When you get interviewed, you'll say it's your idea. But at the end of the day, it needs to happen, guys. And then
he wants to think about it. He wants to be the one that thinks it, but he can't think it. So
come on, we're a team, we're an organization, man. Sometimes ideas don't come from one source.
From one person,
Come on.
That guy thinks every CEO comes up with the strategy. That's what he thinks.
It's never the case. It's never the case.
Exactly. It's a team thing. But man, I
saw Jessica. I saw Jessica at the thing in Morocco. What was she representing? Was she representing the women's league, or what was she doing there? Because I don't know if you saw her when with Chile Nabo Deni Nabo. Well, not the president's brother-in-law, but with Chile Nabo Deni.
I didn't see her. I didn't see her, bro. I would have saw her. Like I would.
Okay, Stevie Wonder. Okay, Stevie Wonder.
Yeah. Even me, I would have been like, hey.
I'm that guy. What's his name? The Marvel character, dog. My senses, bro. The hella high, dog.
There's some people you just don't miss.
I don't miss.
I think. But she's probably there.
I'm not gonna say anything.
But she's also on some CAF committee, man.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
she was representing something,
Yes.
unless I'm wrong. Let me just see real quick.
Wait, let
yeah,
me Google.
yeah.
CAF. Yeah, she was representing something. Yeah, she's appointed to CAF.
Yeah.
I'll tell you now. Yeah, Women
I, I,
Football Standing Committee. Yeah.
uh,
Oh, yeah.
I even
Well,
forgot to see she was a Miss something.
which one? You miss
She's missed
Soweto.
she's
Yeah,
missed everything.
yeah,
Yeah,
she was Miss something. Like,
yeah, but
yeah, you're not gonna
that's
miss her. But
everything.
yeah,
Yeah,
she won a beauty pageant. I even forgot about that.
yeah,
Yeah, deservingly so.
yeah.
Like Banyana, like
Yeah.
Banyana.
Like
I
Banyan,
mean,
like Banyan.
come on. That's
Yeah.
why she was in Morocco. Yeah, but she's on the CAF Women's what. That I
Oh,
remember
So I
that
think
now.
I think the next thing that needs to happen now is Hugo, if you're watching, just replay the tournament to your Bafana boys. It's like this is how you win.
yeah,
And yeah, they'll get inspiration, and Hugo, you sorted.
yeah. The
Hey,
real talk.
Bafana Bafana. I
I know,
I
guys.
Bafana
no.
stress. Yes, Bafana stress uphethe calculator ndoda, because they told you ukuthi they need 2 points. Now you are
Yeah,
watching and you are calculating ukuthi the other opponents.
yeah, yeah.
Bafana stressing ngadlali, chief. I'm already stressed. They haven't played. We don't even know who's in the squad. Saying me stressed. But yeah, man. I
Yeah,
think well done to Banyana. Let's not take the light away from them, and I hope
Yeah,
yeah,
the
beautiful,
preparations
beautiful.
start early for the World Cup. Yeah, man.
yeah. No, definitely, definitely. I know, gents. I see Valeni Lapo. Hey, guys. Yeah, you know, thank you so much for availing yourselves. I need to start saying, please like, share, comment, subscribe.
From the word go.
From the word go. I just get so
Yeah.
excited to shoot. This is my therapy. So, I just can't wait. Yeah, when I always forget to say these things. But at least it's here at the
Wait,
bottom.
before you close, please
Yeah.
support Lewis Hamilton also. So
Oh
thank you.
yeah. Oh yeah. I know Lewis, man. CJ doesn't
When
support Lewis. Though. Do you
No,
support
no,
Lewis?
no,
Why,
no, no,
CJ?
no.
Ah,
You support Red Bull.
Wait.
ah.
Kanye West, hold on. Kanye
Yeah.
West said this. You either die a superhero or you live long enough to be a villain. I feel Lewis has just literally he doesn't have any competition. So it's cool of me to hate on him because
Ah.
he's that good. But anyway, he's
Did you
racing in
watch the race
Hungary.
yesterday?
Yeah.
I did.
I did
He's
it,
racing
guys.
in Hungary. Now,
Yeah.
If Ferrari is, yeah, if Ferrari, they will boil your blood like the official color.
Yeah.
They're racing this weekend in Hungary, and all the best. Even though there is a huge gap between Ferrari, Red Bull, and Mercedes,
Yeah.
pace wise. But yeah, I'll support Lewis. But I'm in the Mercedes corner. I like that boy George. He's
Oh,
decent.
Russell, yeah.
Yeah, I
Hey, did
love
you see how
George.
you overtook Thingy? I saw that part where you overtook Perez. I was like, hey, Perez, what was he doing? He was way too
Doesn't
quick.
respect.
Yo,
Yeah, it doesn't respect his elders. It's the same thing with no, not this team. McLaren. McLaren is
oh,
irritating me.
McLaren is disappointing, man. It's
Yeah,
yeah,
disappointing. It
Lando
makes me
Norris.
upset.
they've got that
Yeah, man.
likable. They've got that Ricardo likable character, and I'm starting
Yeah,
to like question: was he ever good, or was he sold to
But
us
we
just because of his smile that is good?
but we've got
but
to speak about Ferrari, man. Ferrari seems to be only supporting one of their drivers, in my opinion.
yeah.
And I think if
They
that guy doesn't pull
they
through,
self-sabotage your
then
science yesterday.
yeah.
They stole a P3 from him. We just
Ish.
need to be honest about that.
Yeah, I know, man. And as well, Science's car is always on fire. If something happens most of the time,
It's that hot.
so for me, it's like remember when Rosberg won, Hamilton's
Yeah.
car guys used to get faulty. Be like, Mercedes, Toto Wolf, dog.
No, no, no. How do you speak strategy when your racer your driver is trying to pull an overtake maneuver, and when you're in his ear telling him it's like, yeah, this is the strategy, that why not just give him a chance to finish the maneuver, the overtake maneuver, then you can speak on what's going to happen.
Yeah, exactly, dog. Hey, bruh. But
I
you're all right, CJ. I agree with you when you say Charles Leclerc
oh,
is favored over Carlos
by
Sainz.
far. By
Did you
far,
see how
it's
it's
obvious.
yeah, it's
But
obvious.
Leclerc panics. Leclerc,
Yeah,
he struggles. He struggles keeping a calm head, especially when he gets bullied by Max. Max is a
That's
bully. Max has
Max.
always been a bully.
And I mean, as much as
Loyal.
his personality, he's got a shitty personality, Max. But here, dog, Max is strong mentally, dog. That kid, bro, he
I
knows
don't
he's got the
care.
juice. I
I
know a lot of
don't
us
like
don't,
that guy.
dog. A lot of us don't.
Oh.
But dog Max Mpetu, he's got temperament, bruh. He really
Now,
does.
Max, end of the day, Max is that super villain that you get in a movie where
Oh,
he has
Bane.
razors.
Remember
Yeah, where
Bane?
his
Bane
razors
from
for
Thingy.
breakfast, and the only thing
Yeah,
that he wants is to win.
he reminds me of Bane from Thingy,
From
Batman.
Batman.
Yeah,
It's
that
like
trilogy.
you merely adopted the dark. I was
Yeah,
raised
you
by
see,
the dark.
Pain, man.
Angimnandi,
I was like, dog, you're
stop
bad. You're a bad motherfucker. I was like, dog, you like Pain changed how villains are portrayed now. All villains
Yeah,
have a narrative now.
that's my best Batman movie. Like,
Thanos,
like
second narrative, yake. Even Nabu, Doctor Strange. Did you see who Scarlet Witch talk? I never knew she was that powerful, bro. As being I was like, Scarlet Witch.
And that's Verstappen for you.
Yeah.
And she had a reason, dog. She's like, I want to see my kids, dog.
Do
And
you
I understood.
you
As a viewer, I was like, I get where you're coming from, dog. I really get, so hey, man, do what you gotta do. And hey, man, she caused havoc. I was blown away by her.
Yeah, but yeah, Leclerc needs to sort himself out. He is, where he is right now. It's he keeps on making mistakes because, like, when the accident happened, I'm like, let it be science, let it be science. But in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, if it is science, ever since he signed his contract, or ever since he renewed his contract, he's just been having bad luck. And then when I saw that it's Leclerc, I was like, oh gosh.
I don't guys. And Mercedes seem like they getting into podium places now. Like
Mercedes is consistent without a very fast car, but they're scoring points.
Yeah, they're scoring points.
But they've got to. They must bring back the car from last season. Chief. This car now makes me upset.
That car had party mode, and this year, unfortunately, there's no party mode in cars. So that's why this car is sluggish. But at least it's reliable.
Yeah,
it's reliable because it has a world-class driver. Give that guy that the McLaren,
the Ferrari. Yeah, when if Lewis or George had the Ferrari,
they would have. They'd be at the top.
Championship, no.
Yeah, no, that's true.
But it's already over. We know who's winning most this year.
Max.
Yeah, no. The 60. It's 60. The point difference about 64 now, if I'm not mistaken. And unless Max doesn't have 2 DNFs. It's done for. I think in Hungary it's going to be done.
Yeah, hey man.
That's
but anyway,
man, it's out there.
Yeah,
But let's close this one off.
Let's sXizie any chance. Thank you so much for pulling through. Like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel. Put your boy on. This is sXizie Sport, and we out.
Here's our Chiefs.
Peace.